Hi everyone, welcome again to Politics Today with your favorite host, number one unofficial spokesperson of the Obidati campaign. So something just hit my radar and I decided to do this quick brief broadcast. You know, um, there's this news all over the place. Sahara Reporters, Vanguard, and many other news media, they have it that uh, Baze University, which is the University of Ahmed, Baba Ahmed, that they they chased about 185 students out of school because of non-payment of tuition, and they were about to write the exam, and they were making this a big deal. And I'm gonna just address it quickly because if you see what Vanguard is saying that anger as Baze University Abuja sends 185 Amnesty students out of exam. Same thing is repeated here in Sahara Reporters. They actually made it more political. They said Labour Party vice presidential candidate Dati Baba Ahmed University sends 185 Amnesty students out of exam hall over unpaid fees despite appeal from Nigerian government. And that's why I titled this broadcast, "Why is the Nigerian government asking for amnesty for Amnesty students?" So there's this program, the PAP, Presidential Amnesty Program, where students were under an amnesty program by the federal government. In other words, there's a ministry of PAP, Presidential Amnesty Program, that are supposed to take care of these students and their tuition and everything they need to do to be students in that school. They are supposed to pay. So this is one thing in Nigerian society that I don't understand. So the government was supposed to pay for these people to be in this program. They are not paying. They didn't pay, and now they're trying to paint the the founder of the school, Baba Ahmed. This is an educationist. None of these other people running has something to offer in this level. This guy has universities. We've talked about it. He has a health institution. Also, if you go here to the Punch, they have the same. Varsity suspends 185 amnesty program scholars over that. And some parents are getting angry. Some people, students were getting upset, saying, "How can this happen? We're about to write exam, blah, blah, blah." This anger, while it is right, should be geared towards the federal government. The federal government should be the ones receiving this anger, not the school. Because what the government is trying to do is to bring Baze University to their level. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make them the same people that you will work for and they won't pay you, right? The federal government is is they're supposed to be paying for these amnesty students, but they are not. What it means is then that is the Baze University Baze University will not receive money for work done. They are going to train these students, but they won't receive money for the work done, right? And that puts them contrary to the manifesto that Labour Party has just released, telling us that they're going to criminalize non-payment of worker salary. A laborer deserves his wages, and these guys have worked to educate these students. They need to be paid, but you're not paying, and there was an agreement that you have to pay. So the federal government not paying them, um, it, as I agree, seems to be an attempt to make to keep Baze University at the same position as the government, right? So because they will lose the ability to pay the staff, and that will make Baze University similar to the federal government. That's the same reason we had ASUU strike for non-payment of agreed fees, right? So the decision they took at Baze University is to make sure that the laborers, the teachers, the staff get paid for work that they have done. But you see these people, especially Sahara reporters, I kind of understand why they put the spin. They have to tell you it is the Labour Party's vice presidential candidate that did it. No other person. It's Labour Party's vice presidential candidate, university that did this. Something terrible. But why would the federal government be asking for Amnesty Students? And then there's this letter from the minister of Amnesty of the PAP that says, "Oh, we'll pay you in in by the end of first quarter in 2023." They wrote a letter dated November 8th saying, "Oh, don't worry, we're gonna pay you by end of first quarter 2023." And do they give parents this kind of leeway? Do they give parents when I say parents, I mean the low income earner parents, the ones who make 30,000, 18,000? Do they get this kind of leeway? Do they get, "Oh, we'll pay you in 4 months because the end of first quarter next year is around March 31st. That's the end of the first quarter. So from November to there, so you have the whole of December, whole of January, the whole of February, and then March. So 4 months plus. That's when you're going to pay them." Do you give parents this kind of leeway? Because they didn't give me when I was in school. They just threw you out of school. Doesn't matter what your parents say. You can even beg them and say, "When I come back next semester," you're not even talking about next quarter. You're saying, "We're going on vacation for 3 weeks. When we're back, after 3 weeks, I will pay." They won't let you. And the federal government, who was shepherding all those kind of treatment of poor people or poorer people, middle class and poorer people, they are the ones now asking for amnesty for their Amnesty students. And there's some students who are saying, "Well, we're not even told. We didn't know. They didn't communicate to us." No, no, no. They did not need to communicate to you. They need to communicate to the federal government, who was supposed to be paying them. And they have communicated to them. That's why they wrote this letter to say, "Please give us time." Right? So government needs to sit up. Don't blame Baze University for what they did. Sit up and do what you ought to do. But we have human beings, we have humanity in our presidential candidate and his vice, and it shows through. Because I'm going to show you another publication from Vanguard. I intentionally wanted to show Vanguard versus Vanguard, and I really want to see Sahara Reporters publication that will equivalent of what I'm going to show you now in Vanguard, the later publication, which is this one here, which says, "Calm in Baze University as Dati allows Amnesty students resume exams." I want to see Sahara Reporters equivalent to this. I want to see their answer, their response to this. If they will say, "Labour Party vice presidential candidate Dati Baba Ahmed now allows." I want to see if they will put that spin or if they just let it go like that. So again, politics is politics. And someone says, it's a dirty game. People play it anyhow they want. But federal government, you shouldn't be, your children shouldn't be owing tuition. You should pay day one. When school starts, you should pay on day one. You're the federal government. And then I think why they didn't pay was because of priority. They didn't prioritize it. They thought we can just beg him. They didn't prioritize it because they're saying, "Oh, money released, money was not released, blah, blah, blah." It was priority. It's a question of priority because they waste a lot of money in things that are not important. They have 185 students, not 8 students, not 18 students, not 20 students, not 100 students, 185 students, nearly 200 students. You didn't pay their tuition, and you're saying, "Give me to next year." All right, so let's sit up. We know who to vote for. We see humanity. We see Dati Ahmed was willing to uphold the rule of law. If somebody labors, they need to be paid. A laborer deserves his wages, and that's what he's trying to do to get the money that these people rightly deserve. The teachers, the lecturers, the academic and non-academic staff, they deserve to be paid, and he was willing to drive for that fund to pay them. But humanity prevailed, right? Mercy prevailed over judgment. He says, "Okay, you know what? I'll let you guys come back and continue." So let's learn. These are the people we're going to put in charge. People who uphold the rule of law, but also who we tamper justice with mercy, right? We need real human beings to pilot affairs of the nation. In yesterday's broadcast, I told you the importance of having. I showed you a video of someone telling us the importance of having a good presidential and vice presidential combo. You know, it's very important that we have a combination of good presidential candidate and good vice presidential candidate. The importance cannot be overemphasized. All right, so you know what to do. You get your PVCs and you make sure that you vote. I think I'm going to play that video again from yesterday. Get your PVCs and please, 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 please make sure that you vote, right? This is coming from INEC and being echoed by yours truly, the number one unofficial spokesperson of the Obidati campaign. Watch this.
The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has fixed Monday, 12th December 2022 to Sunday, 22nd January 2023 as the dates for the collection of PVCs nationwide from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, including Saturdays and Sundays. All registrants who are yet to collect their PVCs or requested for transfer of registration, as well as those who applied for replacement of lost or damaged PVCs, can now visit INEC local government offices where they intend to vote to collect their PVCs. Collection of PVCs will be further extended to ward level for those who are unable to collect theirs at local government offices from Friday 6th to Sunday 15th January 2023. Thereafter, the exercise will be reverted to the local government offices of the INEC until Sunday 22nd January 2023. Remember, only those with PVC can vote on election day. Collect your PVC now to vote. It is your duty. This message is brought to you by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), making your votes count, consolidating our democracy.
All right, see you in the next broadcast. Until then, please comment, like, share, and for this video, just let's make Nigeria great again, right? Or the first time, let's make Nigeria great, right? Let's get the right candidate. Please vote if you have the age to vote. Comment, like, share, and I'll see you in the next broadcast.